Dear LGBTQ community, and this video is especially aimed toward the transgender community. Now we know there's been so many things going on, from the trans ban to the Bobby B situation to the Little Ball Breakfast Club thing to the boycott so-called at some event with the Breakfast Club and Charlamagne the God. I want to discuss three areas in this video, and like I said, it's especially aimed towards my transgender community. Um, Exposing, revealing, and murder, and we're gonna break those things down. Okay, first let's talk about exposing. There are a lot of trans girls out there who they're out there getting their money. They're doing what they gotta do. They're surviving. And the thing about me is I don't judge nobody for your hustle or what you do or how you get forward. How you get forward is your business. Okay? Here's my thing. When you're with somebody and you're in the act of something, you're not so much thinking about exposing somebody. You're thinking about getting your money and getting your grind. However, sometimes you catch feelings or you feel like, hey, let me see if I can catch this one celebrity. Girl, if I can expose him on social media, girl, I'm gonna get my followers up. I'm gonna be the baddest. Now, that mindset you got of upping your level and becoming the baddest, I like that. Here's what I don't like. You know who the baddest, excuse my language, the baddest bitch on the planet is? Know who the baddest bitch on the planet is? I'm telling you who it is. Karma. The baddest bitch on the planet is karma. Let me tell you something. Whether you're transgender, whether you're a real black woman or woman, or whether you are a butch queen or a gay boy, let me explain something to you. To be able to create a platform yourself, not use the name or the status or the revealing or the exposing of somebody and say, I did this on my own, I didn't have a company because of somebody else. That is a bad bitch. That is a bad dude. That is a bad film queen. That is a bad transgender because you did it on your own and you didn't use nobody else's power or nobody else's name or nobody else's exposure as a come up. It is 2017, pushing 2018. Exposing is so old. Take an L for it. I'm sorry you don't like it, but it is what it is. Next up, let's go to reveal. The comments that Lil Duval made in the Breakfast Club to me were stupid, idiotic, and not knowledgeable. However, I will say this. 98 9% of stuff he said was just so wrong. But there was 1%, one thing he said that as much as I dislike everything he said, I have to agree with one thing that 1% he said. It's not right to take away a man's right. Let me tell you something. There are some transgenders I see, they're very clockable. You can see them just straight up, and within 2 minutes, you know that's a guy. But there are some that are actually so beautiful and have been went through so much surgery, you have to really get up on them to really tell. And there are some guys that do not honestly know that they are messing with a transgender. Now, don't get me wrong. If you go on a date with Laverne Cox or Abaya Scott, which both of those are beautiful women, you know that's transgender. You can't lie to me like that. But the thing about it is, if you are transgender, don't take away a guy's right to know. Let me tell you something. When you're transgender and you take away guy's right, that is the same as sleeping with somebody, knowing that you're HIV positive, unprotected, and not knowing it and not letting them know. It's the same thing. There is no difference because you take away their right. The same with I side note. The same with bisexual men. Tell the girls tell you women you're bisexual. Give them their right. Don't take away nobody's right. It's not right to take away anybody's rights. Let them make the decision. Because think about it, if someone's gonna want to be with you, they don't care whether you're gay, straight, bisexual, transgender. If they really love you, want to be with you, they are going to want to be with you. Stop taking away people's rights. Last but not least, murders. The reason this situation was so amped with Little Ball and the Breakfast Club is because there are so many transgender girls out there who are being found murdered, who are being found dead. And the thing about it is, to my transgender girls, you gotta be careful. Be safe. Be knowledgeable. Notice your surroundings. But a lot of this will come is because of the fact that you're not revealing to guys what you are. And also because a lot of this exposure. That's where a lot of this comes from. Now, don't get me wrong, not all of it. It's just some guys that, excuse my language, they just fuck boys and they're just doing it just to hurt the transgender community. And though that is simply absolutely wrong. But let transgender community, as I said, let's stop the exposing. Do you and elevate yourself without having to use somebody's power. Stop taking away somebody's right and be careful. Be careful to my transgenders out there because there are some people out there that are some other stuff and they will hurt you and possibly take your life. So be careful in every environment you go into. Last but not least, I want to say this. Little Ball has the right to freedom of speech. But to Janet Ma, somebody who I admire, somebody who I look at as inspiration, whether he wants me to or not, I, being a black man, am going to apologize for the comments Lil Duval made about you. But he said when DJ Envy put the book on it, it was stupid and it was idiotic, and you deserve more than that for the knowledge that you brought to the Breakfast Club the days before. Hey, you guys, let's do better. Let's love better. Let's understand that we are all living on a planet where we have differences. But a lot of times we have a lot of similarities and a lot of things that are the same. But because of people's financial situation or their sexual orientation or where they come from, we don't get a chance to know them. But we have a lot in common with each other than we know. All right, you guys. Hey, let's do better. Let's love better. And let's gain more knowledge.